What up, y'all? It's your girl, Renee Nicole.
And Charles Devon.
And we are back with another podcast episode. And we have a special guest with us today, Miss Juliene Winborne.
Jolene!
Welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm really excited to be here.
Yes.
Awesome. We're very happy to have you. We
are.
wanted to, switch it up a bit and kind of get some more opinions and conversation going about some of the topics that we love to talk about.
Yeah.
So I know in previous weeks, we've discussed people moving here from other cities to follow their dreams. You know, everyone has big dreams when they come to the Los Angeles. And Juliene, I'm sure that you are no different in that category. So first, let me ask you, when did you fall in love with hip hop?
What?
I'm just kidding. That's my favorite movie. I've been wanting to do that all my life. I've been wanting to do that all my life. Okay, since 2000 or whatever that movie came out.
Nah.
But no, really, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did you move here from? Why? What are your dreams, aspirations, etc.?
Okay. Well, my name is Juliene. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Juliene Ashley.
Hey,
my name is Juliene Winborne. Yeah, shameless plug. I've been in Los Angeles for about 3 years now, and I first moved here for an internship. I was interning with Sony Pictures, and I have always wanted to act. It's just, for a long time, I was honestly, just being totally transparent, I was very embarrassed to tell people. It was something I was ashamed of. It almost seemed like...
cliche, almost.
Yeah, it was something I was very ashamed to tell people of, but my whole family, everybody knew that's what I wanted to do in the core. It's something I always did. When I was little, I would, get up early in the morning, go downstairs and, do scenes. My whole life is crazy. And so, but I was just ashamed to do it. So I went to school for cop-out stuff, like journalism, stuff.
My degree's in journalism.
Stuff that's
Cop
still
out.
on camera. Cop out for someone who wants to act, because you're still putting on a persona, but it's not what you want to do at your core. So, I first wanted to do that. Then I changed my major to television and film and media studies, and then I went back to school for film. And although I love film, I love everything about film, which is actually what brought me out here in the first place, was my internship. Once I was out here, I finally had no excuse to just be free and say, okay, I'm here, let's do this. So I finally was telling people that's what I wanted to do outside of my family. And since I've been here, that's kind of what I've been pursuing. So it is kind of difficult to pursue your dreams, and that's in a field of art as an adult, because real life happens. Yeah. And so when you have parents who do that as a kid, it's awesome. You have all these celebrities whose parents have done it for them as children, like Taylor Swift, Beyonce, everybody big that's been in the game for years. But as an adult, real life happens, and so you have to grind even harder and really be even more focused, which is cool because it's even more fulfilling when you do achieve it. But so life gets in the way. But I have been here for 3 years trying to work in film and acting. So
that's a good point. I know we talked about that before. Charles, you had a question?
I do have a question. Jolene, what do you think is the hardest part of you being in Los Angeles?
Her name's Juliene, by the way. BT Dub, but Charles likes to rename people.
Yeah. I call her Jolene.
He's from the South.
So, what's up? I know that you moved here, you said 3 years ago, to Los Angeles to pursue your dream. What do you think is the hardest thing that you had to come to grips with following your dream?
I would say the cost of living here.
Okay.
If money wasn't a factor, it would just be La La Land, happy rainbows every day, just go to auditions, go do this. But it's oh wait, I have to pay rent. Oh wait, I have to do
eat.
this.
And it's not cheap.
So you're an adult.
Right.
So you really, really have to manage your time. You have to manage your money, and you have to keep your dreams and your spirituality, whatever that means to you, strong, because otherwise you can get sidetracked and really forget the whole reason you're out here in the first place.
I think it's very important. I think that not only all that, but recognizing your why. And we talked about that, Renee. Recognizing why you want to do something. There's a difference to just jumping in something. If you want to do it because you want to be on the red carpet and wear the latest fashions and have people screaming your name, then you're in it for all the wrong reasons. You have to be a part of something, and you have to understand why you are a part of it.
Your heart has to be in it.
It has to be in it, and you have to be in alignment
Yes, exactly.
And you have to be in alignment.
Preach.
Listen.
My pastor's preaching on alignment.
And I'm not even here to bring no sermon, but at the end of the day, you have to be in alignment, because if you are out of alignment, come on now.
Yeah, and not everyone knows what that means. I feel like being in alignment means that you are actually seeking your purpose and discovering what that is each day and living that out. Because a lot of us get caught up in things that we're good at. And just because you have a gift in something does not mean it's your purpose. Mm-hmm. So once you discover exactly why you're here on this earth and you are in alignment with that, that's when you're fulfilled, you know?
Right.
And I think that's a good motivation, because I feel like it's almost selfish of me not to pursue what it is that I'm here to do.
Yeah.
And I know that that's what the acting is. And I'm lucky enough to know that. I'm blessed enough to know that. Not everybody knows. So if you don't know, I would say that's the very first step, is finding out what your vocation is, you know, and you know, once you find that out, figuring out what the next steps are after that. I really think that is the first step. Because for acting, it's like, if you want it for the fame, acting is like the worst the worst thing you could possibly get. Is like, the work is not guaranteed,
right?
You know, it's like, once people know you can't go anywhere, you know, you're auditioning over and over and over. It's like the absolute worst field to get in. So unless you're absolutely in love with it, is, you know, I don't see why anyone would ever want to do it.
But Juliene, you brought up a good point earlier, and that's what I was going to mention, in that you can easily get caught up in the fact that it is very expensive to live here. There are a lot of the cost of living is just not light at all. So in terms of that, yeah, exactly. So with that, do you feel that it can be easy to get caught up in a regular job while still and putting your dreams on the back burner? Have you done that at all? Have you experienced that? And what would you say to fight that?
Absolutely. I would say that it does happen to me almost like on a cycle. It's like I could be going hard, like going to classes, like submitting myself, self-submitting, like looking for agents and doing all this stuff, because that's the stage I'm in right now. Mm-hmm. And then I can, for example, for these past 6 months, I just got an associate producer job, and I've been producing a television show. I haven't gone to one audition. I haven't looked at anything at all. And even though that's also a field I want to be in, you know, that doesn't mean I can't also at the same time be doing other auditions and stuff. So it's definitely something that does happen to me. And I have a really strong connection with my family. And no matter what yours is, for me, like when I find myself getting off track, I'm like, Juliene, why are you even here? What are you doing? If I'm watching TV, I'm like, why are you watching TV? Why are you not self-submitting? Why are you not doing this? Mm-hmm. Like, why are you not doing something to move yourself forward? Are you away from your family for that? You know, so that every time I even do something that's the slightest distraction, I get the reminder of why I'm here in the first place. Because I'm not 3-hour time difference all the way across the country from my family, which I think is very important, which I value. You know, I'm missing moments with them to waste time. And so anytime I do waste time or anything at all, for me, I get that automatic reminder, you need to get back on track.
Yeah. That's awesome. I think that it's important that she said that, but I also think it's important. Y'all know that this weekend is the Oscars.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm, of course.
So I feel that you being an actress, I want to ask the both of you. I know you got a little acting in your blood too, Renee. So I know that you can act. You're a thespian and whatnot. So the Oscars is coming. And it's a lot. First of all, let's give a shout out to all the black people that's nominated.
All the black people.
Because I'm saying, because just last year there's so many, because this last year Oscars was so white. So
now
this year they like, we not playing with y'all. Y'all came for us and our integrity.
What's to do with the sprinkle?
And they like,
they done sprinkle some pepper on
this whole thing, we finna color y'all ass up. Oh, I'm sorry, your mama listen to this. I'm sorry. we finna get y'all Crayola in the box because y'all playing. Okay, but what I wanted to talk to you about was one thing that you said. You and I were talking privately, and you stated it's kind of embarrassing for someone to get dressed up, to spend hours doing makeup, to spend hours to walk down, to get ready, and to go walk down the red carpet to not win.
That's how they did Beyonce. She sat in that front row the whole Grammy show just to get her feelings hurt.
Exactly. How do y'all feel about that? Do you think that that's something that comes with the territory, or do you think that it is embarrassing to go somewhere and to lose?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think, yes, it does come with the territory. You know, I think that that's just something that's normal. The award shows, it's fun because everybody gets together, all these people who are in the same field as you, and you're all kind of like celebrating your careers together. However, although you can be happy for someone else when they win, I do think that over a period of time, it does have a small effect on you. Yeah, you're happy for other people. And, you know, the awards, in my opinion, are just silly. You know, It's like, okay, whatever. You know, we all worked hard. There's different things about all of our art. You can't really judge our art. We all put our sweat and heart into this, you know, and we all appreciate and we all understand each other, and we all understand the work that we all put into each other. So in our own eyes as a group, none of us are really putting anybody above or the other. But, you know, they want to recognize whatever. So, you know, I get the whole award thing, but I would say as an artist, which I haven't gotten to that level yet, but I could only imagine that they would, yes, appreciate the awards, but at the same time, it could have an effect on you over not winning over and over and over again, just because of your personal experience and how much work you put into like almost have a slap in the face every time you don't win something. To know how much you put into that and for it to not be recognized as a winner.
I feel like it goes back to childhood even. You know how they say everyone gets a trophy, and a lot of people disagree with that concept because they think you need to learn at an early age. Not everybody wins.
Right.
And I think that a lot of us, you know, especially those in these, you know, big seats and these big platforms, don't need to have validation. You know, like I have done the work. You know, I got renewed for a season. That's my award right there.
Right.
Them checks are still clearing.
My check is still cashing.
You know,
that's my award.
Clearing every time.
And when I look at my bank account, that's my trophy.
Exactly. And you do want recognition from your peers. You know, these are your colleagues. These are the people that you work with. And I do believe that winning an Oscar, winning a Grammy opens more doors for these individuals. So that's one of the main reasons why you want that recognition. But we should not put all of our hope or all of our... I think we get really worked up, especially with the Oscars so white and this and that. And, you know, like to go up there and when a black person wins, like everyone's in awe and is in tears because it's such a big feat for us to win. And it's just like, why do we need their validation? Why do we show up to the Oscars, but we don't show up to the BET Awards? You know, things like that. We are your supporters. We're your day ones, you know, so appreciate your audience. Appreciate that your audience might be a little bit different. And just, you know, relish in that fact, you know, because my audience loves me, my audience respects me, and leave it at that.
I think that for me, you know, I've been blessed to go to multiple award shows.
We know.
I haven't been to the Oscars, but for me, I like the opportunity of award season. Award season for me in Los Angeles doesn't really validate anything. I'm just good for a good turn up, okay? But at the end of the day, I appreciate the opportunity. I've always been an advocate of pomp and circumstance. So any type of event, whether we going to a funeral or a wedding, I'm there for it because I feel
you like getting dressed up.
I like to get dressed up. I like to go to the after parties. I like for people watching, for people to see me. So
you're gonna go to my funeral, so people.
And that's not what I meant, but so be it. But I'm just joking. No, I like the opportunity to go.
Write that somewhere. I'm writing my will.
I like the opportunity.
Not let Charles in here. Go on.
I like the
only
opportunity.
want to be seen.
That's not what I meant, but y'all can take.
Juliene look good in that casket.
But did y'all see me though? Because I came in there with them. No, I'm just joking. No. But really, I do like the opportunity, and I like the opportunity of camaraderie between your cohorts and your people in your field. You know, where else could you go to catch Leonardo DiCaprio? Where else are you going to go to catch Beyonce? These are people who fly under the radar, and you may know them or not, but it's an awesome opportunity to know that you're not that far away, or that you are in the numbers. That's point blank. Just being in the numbers to me is an accomplishment.
My favorite part, though, is a good speech, a good acceptance speech.
Yeah.
Like Adele gives the most hilarious acceptance speeches.
Yeah.
Chance, to me, Shut It Down. You get to see a different side of people.
Yeah.
When they go up